in Megadim Chadashim, in Parshas Kiseitze. The pasuk says, "Vasisa makul gagecha, v'leisasim dame beveisecha ki yipol hanoifel mimenu." The Gemara says in Masechtas Shabbos, Daf Lamed Beis Amud Aleph. Funny lashon, right? Make sure you make a makkah on your roof, because otherwise, if somebody falls, you're going to be guilty. And the way the Torah describes the person that falls is ki yipol hanoifel mimenu. Ki yipol hanoifel. What does this even mean? Zok the Gemara, Tana Dvei Rabbi Yishmael. Ki yipol hanoifel mimenu ra'u zeh lipol misheishes imei bereishis. This person that fell in this pasuk was ra'u lipol misheishes imei bereishis. It had already been decreed and predetermined, literally from the beginning of time, that one day this person was going to fall. Sharei loy nafal, because this person didn't fall yet. V'akasav karei noifel. As if to say, this pasuk is already saying that all the people that are going to fall, and we're referring to them as being noifel, Zoysay Meres, that it was already predetermined that the person that falls was going to fall. If that's the case, so why is the person that didn't make a makkah achroi? But there's an idea that anything that happens to a person was already predetermined. Fate had already decided that this was going to happen. And it was decided so long ago. It was decided already. The question is, what does this even mean, right? The question is, what does this even mean? See, David Yoel brings from the Rekanti, who's masbeh, that really the whole koyach of Ma'aseh Bereishis licked shine in the Tchilas Abriya. When the world was created, in that lied the koyach and the potential for everything that was going to happen. Now, it didn't happen yet, but the seeds had already been planted for all those things to happen. Now, how does this reconcile with free will and Bechira? Okay, Dvar Matikin. This is the Rambam's Kasha, and this is obviously way beyond the scope of this raid. But the point is, there is an idea of Ra'uizel Lipa already Mishneshes and Mebereshis. In the course of this shtickle, Rabbi David Yoel brings the Rabbeinu Bechaya on this pasuk. Vasisa makle gagech v'leisas and damu v'veisecha ki yipol hanoifel mimenu. Zok Rabbeinu Bechaya. Val derech hamedrash vasisa makle gagecha ki yipol hanoifel mimenu. Ra'ui hayolipa mishneshes and Mebereshis. All things that are created, nivru becheftzam v'ritzoynam. When they were created knowing how they were going to be created. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu told them at the time that they were created all the things that were going to happen to them. Says Rabbeinu Bechaya that before a person's born, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells the person every single thing that's going to happen to him in his life. He tells him all the challenges he's going to have. He tells him all the good things and he tells him all the bad things. In berevach, in betzar, in al yedei atzmon, in mishal acherim. The parnas is going to come easy. It's going to be difficult. You're going to have it on your own. You're going to have to come out to other people. V'chein darshu razal, says Rabbeinu Bechaya. Kol ma'isne bereishis lo daitom nivru litzivyoinam nivru shenemar v'chol tzavam v'hakol rotzu v'kiblu. And all of this, a person is makabel on himself before he comes into this world. Before a person enters this world, he's told exactly what his life is going to be like, and he says, "Are you interested? Or are you not interested?" Those are Rabbeinu Bechaya. That's what it means. This person knew it was coming to him because he was actually told before he came to the world everything that was going to happen. And not only was he told, he signed off on it. In other words, Rabbeinu Bechaya is saying that this Gemara, Kol Ma'aseh Bereishis b'kaimasam nivru, b'daitam nivru, b'tzivyoinam nivru. It's referring to not just the beginning of time, but every single person that comes down on this world, before he emerges, he's told what his life is going to be, and he signs off on it. He says, "I'm okay with this." And that's why when this person falls, it's ki yipol hanoifel, because this person was already aware of the fact that he was going to fall. It just happened today. But he knew that it was going to happen. Not only did he know it was going to happen, he signed off on it. At the end of this piece, the Megadim Chadashim quotes again from the Chesed LaAvram, from Rabbi Avram Azulai, the Zayd of the Chidah, the great Makobel. This is in Mayan Daled, it's Nahar Yud Aleph, and we'll end with L'Shoinei Hazav. He says, quote, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Sheleach Malach Echad, HaMemuna Ala Nefashos, Umevi misham nefesh achas. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu is prepared to send a new soul into this world, so HaKadosh Baruch Hu sends the malach that's memuna on the nefashas. He's in charge of all the souls, and he pulls out a nefesh. HaKadosh Baruch Hu emer lenefesh, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu turns to the nefesh and he talks to it. He says, "Hikansi betipazu. I want you to enter your spiritual, the physicality of this tipa. Ki atipa asel liya is binyan gufcha. Because your body, your physical is going to come from this tipa. And then he tells the malach, I want you to take this nefesh, bring it to this tipa. And he says, I want you to show him, listen to this, a showcase of different gufim, different bodies, and different possibilities of what your life might look like. And he shows him a tall person, a short person, a sholem, a person who's complete, a balmum. He shows him a chalash, somebody that's weak, a gibra, somebody that's strong, yafa, someone that's handsome, a mechur, someone that's not so handsome, ukiyotze. Literally, customize yourself. I want you to go, I want you to choose exactly what you're going to want to look like when you're on this world. And then the malach tells this nefesh, I want you to know that this world that you're about to go to is referred to chayisha. This is going to be a very short, very transient existence. You're going to be here for a couple of years. If you're zeicha, maybe a little bit more than that. But at some point, you're going to expire. You're not going to be here anymore. And afterwards, you're going to be zeicha to a chayolam. And I want you to know that the decision you make for what you want yourself to look like and how you want to feel and be in this world is going to impact the way you're going to be and what you're going to look like, the way you're going to feel in the other world. In fact, they tell him, if you're going to be an aruch in this world, could be lost, you're going to be a kotzer. And it says, if you're going to be very wealthy in this world, maybe in the next world you're going to be poor, or vice versa. He says, I want you to understand, you're not just deciding for this world, because the decision you make for this world will actually impact, could be in the reverse, what you're going to be in the other existence. And then the Malach tells him, you get to choose. You get to decide how exactly it is you want to be. Says the Azulai, there's some neshamas, there's some nefashas, they're boiche b'muktam. They say, you know what, I want to have a good run on this world. I want a good 100-year run on this world. And that's what they're boiche. But then there are people that are smarter, there are nefashas that get it, and they say, you know what, I'm going to be mevater in this world, and I'd rather have it good in the next world. Skipping a little bit, says Rabbi Avram Azulai, ein shum adam yochel yisraim al Hashem yizbarach. A person can never have tainus on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Lama chaveira yafa. Why is my friend better looking than me? For who achar? Ki akol tolui b'bchirasai. Because everything, you chose this. You picked this body. You have tainus, you should have tainus on yourself. And by the way, you were smart when you picked it, because you understood this is a transient existence. And it's kedai for me to be mavater a little bit from my years on this world, because like this I know that in the next world I'm going to have it good. V'hainu Amram Zal, said the Azulai, this is what Chazal meant when they said Vayuchulu Hashemayim v'aretz v'chol tzeva'am. Melamed, you can almost never hear these words the same way again. Shekol ma'aseh bereishnis betzivyoinam ubikoimasam nivru she'amra HaKadosh Baruch Hu l'sara mamuna ala behemis tmeyos ulenavshem. Is this something you're interested in? And Hashem told this to every person and to every being, every existence. When we came down on this world, we came down with tzivyoinam. It's a fascinating idea. It's a fact. We can't remember what happened before we were born, right? But we existed before we were born. And in that existence, we actually picked and we chose the nisyonis that we have in this life. And the things that are not so perfect, and these are things that we chose. These were things that we picked, and when we did it, we were clever, we were smart, because we understood that people need nisyonis in this world, and we felt that this was something that we can handle, and in our infinite wisdom that we had at that point, we realized this is a good thing. This is kedai. Zokt Azula, you want to have tainus? Look in the mirror. That's what you have to have tainus on, because you picked it. But the emes is these nisyonis are all for our good, because really, yesh boiche b'muktim v'yesh boiche b'mo'ucher. And every time a person has a little bit of an nisyon, he should realize that he took this upon himself, and he did it because he was a chacham in a beroish, and he was a boiche b'mo'ucher, and he realized it's kedai for me to be soivel little bit b'muktim, knowing what's waiting for me b'mu'ucher. Mamish heilige rate from the Chesed Avram, the first shtickle and the second shtickle, and this is classic. Reb David Yoel Weiss, Divrei Pi Chacham Chen. I will stop here.